Alright, so one wisdom from the Rebbe for today. So in the Haggadah we quote a pasuk from this week's parsha, and we say that the idea of amalenu, that we have to put in effort, is learned from this week's parsha that says, any boy who is born has to be thrown into the Nile, any girl who is born can live. Now, this pasuk doesn't actually prove the idea of that it's specifically talking about children, sons, because it doesn't say anything that's specifically about the sons. Rather, it's teaching you the general idea that Amalenu zahabanim. To be able to have children, to be able to take care of another child, takes effort. Amalenu, it takes a lot of work. And it doesn't have to even explain that because it's an obvious thing. That in order to bring up a child properly, it takes a lot of effort. You can't just come over to a kid and teach him something that he'll be very inspired about, and you told him one good line and you're good. That's not called working. You have to put in a lot of effort, and you have to actually continue to teach him again and again until he actually gets it. It has to be real effort, which Torah is willing to call Amalenu. Torah calls it, that it's a real work. And that's going to be what's going to be able to keep this child strong, to be able to grow up in the proper way, to be a proper Jew the way he's supposed to be. And these children that were in Mitzrayim during the time of the decree were the ones who actually recognized God first at Kriyas Yam Suf. Because when you come to a situation where you actually bring up the child properly, you put in effort, then no matter what the decree is, they can be decreed that they're going to be thrown into the Nile River, they're going to stay strong in their Judaism. And that's not only told to parents who have to deal with their own children, not only for teachers who have to deal with little kids in their class. This applies to every single Jew. As we know, the Vart from the Chassidim of the Alter Rebbe, that the first mitzvah of the Torah is Puravu, to be able to have another child. This doesn't only mean physically, but also spiritually. Have another child. Make sure that there's another Jew in the world. Make sure that there's another Jew created. And through us adding in another Jew and properly training him and bringing him closer to Judaism and inspiring him properly with Amalenu, real Torah work, we'll be able to get rid of this Gezerah and be able to have the ultimate redemption. Be able to see Mashiach, may it be now. L'chaim, l'chaim.